Hey everyone, it's Mello here, and today I'm going to be recording a requested tutorial about how I build my islands, my floating islands, as this one back here. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to build something similar to that. So usually when I build islands, I like to use certain types of blocks, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the blocks that I do like to use. These are some of the blocks that I like to use, but you can choose any that you feel comfortable with using. Today we're gonna go away from the blocks I use for that build, and we're gonna use some different ones, which we're in 1.16 right now, so we're gonna be using some of the cool new blocks. Some of the new blocks include, you know, warped stuff and crimson, but that's not necessarily the types of blocks that I want to use. So we'll just be using like these, you know. These are classified as dirt, so we'll use some of those. This one has always been in the game, but yeah. So what I'm going to be using is, let's see, we'll grab some of each and see what we're working with. We'll use stone, of course. We'll most likely use diorite this time, and yeah, andesite and cobblestone. So these are the blocks we're gonna be using out of those today. Like I said, you can use any block you want, but I personally just like using those blocks. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up into the sky first. I just build straight up, usually what I do. We're not necessarily gonna use dirt first, but this is the block I'm gonna build up with. So you can go as high as you want, as long as you don't hit the border, you know. Don't go way up there, it doesn't really matter. And what I do is I use stone first. So what I do is kind of make a cone shaped, I guess, island base. Like, you can do this any way you want. It can be a flat island without any of this down here, but I just don't like my islands floating up in the sky like that, because it looks very weird and I just don't like it. So what I do is I just kind of, yeah, you know, you can go any way you want if you want, it just depends. I just sometimes do that. This usually comes down a little more, it just depends. Each side is gonna be different. They don't necessarily have to be the same, just as long as they end at the same point, which I'm pretty sure this does. Correct? Yes, it does. Okay, just as long as they end at the same point somewhat, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, these do not have to be even. Islands aren't even, like, islands in real life aren't always even. I just feel islands look better if they all have a little bit of, you know, difference to them, because not everyone's the same. Everyone is different in their own way, and that's how I feel islands should be. So we're just gonna connect all these together like so. Boom, already done. See? And what I do for this part is I kind of just fill in where I think it's needed. Like, sometimes I just go straight up and then I add some blocks here, you know. This doesn't necessarily always, just depends if you go big or small. I'm just kind of going on a small island on this one. The bigger islands take a lot more work, and yeah, you just have to pay attention to the holes, like in bigger islands, because sometimes you can miss something when you're filling it in. But smaller islands I tend to go easy with. Yeah, so we're just gonna quickly fill this in. You don't always have to fill this middle part in, because it's going to be covered with grass or whatever you put, but I just tend to cover it most of the time, just so you don't see all this in here, you know. This isn't really well needed to be seen. So alright, so this is most likely what you'll have, depending if you make a big or small island. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but you know, you have fun and make yours unique. Next, we're just gonna add some coarse dirt or regular dirt, it doesn't really matter. I'll probably just incorporate both of them into this, and you fill in the top. You don't necessarily have to put dirt, but I just feel like it just makes it look nicer when you add dirt underneath before you put the grass or whatever you put on top. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly fill this in. There you go. Now we have this, and I'm just going to use some of the coarse dirt. You can kind of tell a difference with coarse dirt, and then sometimes you can't, but you can see like coarse dirt is a lot darker than regular dirt, so we'll just put like a few in some places just to give it some niceness to it. Yeah, this looks pretty nice so far. All right, there you go. Oops, there you go. All right, so we added some coarse dirt in there, so this is what it should look like if you guys are following this tutorial. Next, we're going to add some dirt. So I'm going to be using some of the new like colored dirt that you get in 1.16, some of the dirt from the nether. I'm not too sure if it works. So if you're in 1.12 or just any other version, you might not have these blocks, but you can use regular grass or just anything you want, honestly, any type of dirt. But I'm just going to use this. We are using warped, so I'm not even trying to pronounce the second part, but you guys get what I'm saying. You guys can tell the color difference. But yeah, I'm just gonna use this because it looks nice. Here we go. All right, this is what you should have when it's finished. Now we're gonna get started on the bottom of the island because right now it looks sort of plain. So we're gonna get rid of these and we're gonna use these. We're also gonna get some slabs because I have not gotten any. So you can use any slab. You can use stone, cobblestone, stone brick, mossy stone brick, but I like to use cobblestone and stone a lot, so we're gonna use both of those. We could also use smooth sandstone. I'll probably use smooth instead of regular stone. And yeah, so what I typically do here is I just kind of place wherever I think things could go. Like, say if you want to put cobblestone here, like here, and then you want to place some here, this wouldn't really work because I feel like it's too close. So what you need to do is try and space everything out to where you just don't think it's overcrowded with stuff. So for example, I place some here, right? And I want to place some like down here, then I can, because I can just break some of the blocks, place some stuff here, and boom, it's not too close, it's not cluttered, you know. And then if I wanted to add another block, like maybe andesite here, I could, because then it's not cobblestone, and you know, it kind of goes well right there. So I'm just gonna fill in where things are needed. I can't really explain this enough. Just don't try and overcrowd it, you know. Don't try and overdo it with stuff. Not all sides need the exact same number of things on one side, and yeah, you guys should be fine. So now I'm going to be adding stuff, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay, and this is what we have. I decided to just add some of the diorite in there, and it looks really good. And now we're just gonna make this look a little different, because you can always put this down if you want. So you can just add a few like little dirt pieces that go down a little if you wish to. Now I'm gonna show you guys some decoration that I like to use. So when building islands, this isn't always enough, and I want to add a little pizzazz to it. Sometimes I use fences, doesn't really matter which. I usually like to use birch, but you can use any type of fence. For this one, we're going to use spruce. We can also use slabs. We can use a spruce slab, just any type of slab, honestly, but we're just gonna use spruce because it matches. And I also actually like to use leaves, so it doesn't really matter which leaves, but jungle leaves we're gonna use for this one. So this can go as far down as you want, like I said, but sometimes I like to do this, or you could use cobblestone walls and a slab if you want, depending. I just like to add this here just because it makes it look nice. But I'm just still gonna use the spruce. Oops, there we go. So we're gonna use spruce for that. And leaves, I just like leaves to come from the top to the bottom. You could like make a little swirl. It can go all the way down. You could also skip a few blocks if you wish, but just because I want to make this look very nice, You can also make it come down this way. You can place these as random as you want. Honestly, that's what I do most of the time. You can also make this go into the ground if you want. So like if you want something like this, that's what I usually do. And then you could like put this here. If you want though, that's up to you. I also like to build my own trees. This is not gonna be a tree tutorial, but you know, everyone can build their own tree if they want, or you can grow one. I typically like to build mine. So we're just gonna do a little simple tree. Maybe here is where we'll do it. So we're gonna build a simple tree. And you can make this tree as tall as you want, short as you want. You can grow one, like I said. Most likely trees, sometimes you just have to play around and put leaves and delete leaves if you don't think they go there. You know, it just depends on what type of tree you're making. This looks alright to me. Looks alright. You can also add water here if you want, like I did on my other island in my other video. You could add water if you wish to, but for this one we are not going to add water. But you can also make it kind of like a sitting area, you know? You can grab some slabs. Slabs are a fan favorite in this video. We can also grab some trap doors. Oh, these ones are nice. You know, if you want to make like a little sitting area, you can. It'll look very cute. Wrong way. I forgot you have to look this way in order to place them. So you can do like this. You can grab some signs. We'll use some crimson signs just so it matches. It'll look really cute. We can also grab some lanterns. We have some soul lanterns here. So usually what I like to do is, you know, do this a little bit. Make it look nice. And we can also do this. And then crouch. There you go. What else can we do for this? Can you put flowers on this? I never really tried this. No, you cannot. Okay. Let's see. Something we can do some of these, I guess. These work. Let's see. I guess it only can be planted on, yeah, so that's kind of sad. But you know, we can add like some little decoration here and there for this. Let's see. Maybe we should add some of these. Can you? Oh yeah, we can. Oops. We don't want these to be too close and like too, yeah, so we'll just add them where we think they should go. And yeah, this looks pretty good actually. So yeah, I guess this is where we're gonna end my tutorial. If you guys like tutorials, you guys should give me suggestions on other tutorials I could do, I guess. And yeah, I can try and make that happen. Like, I know when this video comes out, I'll be building the house for this island over here, which I have not done yet, and I still need to do that. Also, these are like my friend's builds, so don't mind those. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I love you all, and I'll see you all later. Bye!
Tonight I think I'll write this sad song to cleanse me of your